All right, for the one or two people who are out there following the small things we've been doing to the C8 so far today, and again, I'm gonna have to apologize for the sun, but today we're gonna be replacing the rear spoiler, the Z51 color match spoiler with the Racing Sport Concepts RSC exposed carbon fiber spoiler, high wing. So got quite a bit of work on our hands to do this. We got to remove the entire rear bumper, and from what I have seen online, it's not too hard to do. So yeah, without further ado, let's kick it off. So the first thing we've got to do is pop out all these, I think they're T11 torque screws around here. We're gonna have to jack up each side and remove the wheels, pull these little mud flaps off that are here. I know you can't see them because of the sun, but I promise you there's something there that we've got to remove. And then the inner well will kind of peel back. We've got a few screws up in there that we'll have to do. And then we'll have some screws that are attached to the body here that we'll also have to undo. So sit back, enjoy the music, and I'll get to work. So I had to pause it because honestly I started this without really thinking all the way through it, and I've only got one jack, so I had to figure out how am I going to get both sides of my, both sides off the ground with only having one jack, and this car not really designed to use jack stands. But what I came up with was putting the jack stand right here. It seems to be pretty solid. I won't be doing this every time. I think I'll pick up another jack. That way I can just have a jack on both sides. Or, some people are using the scissor lifts and stuff. Yeah, if you've got money for the car, I guess you got money for, a $1,500 scissor lift. But in this case, I don't have either. So just making do with what I got. So yeah, I mean, if you find yourself in the same bind, I think it's going to work. So should get the rest of this pulled off, get the tires pulled off, and then we'll start pulling this bumper off. Okay, so we got everything off with the exception of up here on both sides. There's a bolt, and you're not going to be able to see it most likely. Let's see, but you got to peel this back, and let's see. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. But yeah, there's a bolt in there, and it's just a pain to reach. It's not impossible. It's just not fun. So I'll keep fighting with this. And once I get them done, we'll go back to the time lapse. Okay, so here is the nut that I was talking about. It's on the passenger side. And I have tried, of course, a little ratchet and a ratcheting wrench. So the problem is, why it's such a pain is, you only got enough room in there to get about one click. So imagine, can you hear that? Like, that's all you're getting each time. And I mean, my arms are on fire. So, it's a pain. You got to deal with it. I don't think anybody stresses enough how much of a pain it is. So here I am to let you know it's not fun. All right, Sunday morning. I worked kind of late last night on the car. Didn't get it all on film, but we did get the Z51 spoiler removed. Got the carbon fiber one installed. Things to note is you will have to remove your rear tail lights to access the bolts that are going to be here. And you'll have to remove that third brake light. Kind of show you what you'll be dealing with. See that bolt right there? There's no access to it with this tail light here. Same thing for these middle posts with that third brake light. There's just a little piece of plastic on both ends from that third brake light that kind of blocks it. Yeah, we got it put together. One of the things I was happy to see is I'm planning on eventually getting titanium exhaust, and wanted it to be exposed. So I was kind of wondering how this piece would come off, and it's just bolted in there. So it'll be easy to remove this and kind of expose the titanium exhaust once we get that one installed. And then I noticed something crazy. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but I got some guy's head on my car. I don't know who this cool guy is. But first time I ever saw that on a windshield. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments what that's all about. But we'll get this put back on and then clean it up, and I'll ceramic coat this the same way I did the carbon fiber lip from Paragon. So, all right. Got it all put back together. Again, this is the RSC exposed carbon fiber high wing. I paid cash money for this. They're not sponsoring me or anything. Overall, it's very sturdy, very stout. Pretty happy with it so far. We'll see how it stands up to this Florida sun, which we have none of today. Once we do get a good day, like I said, I'll clean it up, do a ceramic coating on it, try to protect it for a little while until we can get it wrapped. But I think it came out pretty good. The lighting isn't the best, but you guys have all seen high wings before. It's basically the same thing. It's just, like I said, exposed carbon fiber. So, all right, what should we do next? Time will tell. As always, we want to thank the one or two of you who have watched this video. Please like and subscribe. This is Volt VR's channel. He's my 10-year-old son. He makes gaming videos. His dream is to be a famous YouTuber someday. Told him he's got to create more videos if he ever wants to see that dream come true. But he cranks them out from time to time. So give this guy some support. Again, I'm not a professional mechanic by any means. I'm just a guy in the garage like most of you. Drink a couple beers and tinker with my car in my spare time. Any advice you guys have, especially for those bolts at the top of the bumper, please leave in the comments. I'm sure I'll have to pull this bumper off again. And those comments would be helpful for YouTube's algorithms and whatnot. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see what we do to this thing next.